Welcome in, you guys. I am your host, Andrea, with From Mrs. to Ms. We've got a little bit of a, let's say, repeat offender here with us today. We've got my fabulous friend, Lori Gerber, she's in the house with me today. Lori has been with us before. She was such a pleasure to come back and join me. Hi, my friend Lori. How are you?
Oh, hello. I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, that was so sensual and seductive in the way you said it.
You
I
make
like
me
it.
sensual. You do. You just make me feel feminine. I don't know. Does this happen to
Really?
other people too?
Yep, all the time.
Yeah, you make me want to put on something that just something so yummy feeling, like velour or velvet or something even fluffier,
I love
and just
this.
drink something delicious and get a massage. That's how you make me feel.
Wow, that's incredible. That's like the best
And
thing
I
I've
did
heard.
not come to this call all relaxed. I've co-regulated with you because I came to this call in a near panic state.
I know. So this is truly a pleasure in more ways than one, apparently.
I blame you.
Which you can blame me all you want. Okay, it's getting hot in here. They're all going to be like, "What is going on? What is going?"
We have a relationship, you guys. We have a relationship.
Yeah, we have
you can ask about it in the comments. Anyway,
let me tell you guys about Lori. So Lori is an expert in the field of life and relationship coaching with over 20 years of experience coaching thousands of individuals and couples. Her career started when she herself engaged with a life coach. I love that. And her life top to bottom was changed after a near divorce experience of her own, and using the Handel Method to rebuild her relationship. She knew she must use what she learned to help others. I love that. That is the best medicine, right? Yes. Yeah.
And as long as I keep talking about it, I have to keep doing it too. So I just keep talking about it. It's been 20 years since that transformation, and I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, because you got to preach it if you're going to teach it. So I agree. Yeah. So last time we talked all about the Handel Method and how that feeds into relationships and dating and all kinds of stuff. So we're just going to tag on that right now. And we're going to just we're going to dive into some deep stuff and keep some stuff a little light. So I'm just going to start out by asking you, Lori, what's one piece of relationship advice you used to believe that you now think is total crap?
That's so funny.
Nonsense.
I think about this all the time because I sure don't like to be wrong. Sure don't like this question. But I used to teach that you had to decline the next date or going further with somebody in person or on the phone. And I no longer believe that. I used to say it's just a nice, courteous, human thing to do is to call someone or on the date to be like, hey, I don't think this is a match. Yeah. Sorry, you seem lovely, but I don't feel the romantic spark. I wish you the best of luck. Was an in-person thing, and that was the more humane thing to do. But now I believe that there are good reasons why you may not feel comfortable doing that or want to do that on the spot in person with someone. And so now I let my clients do it by text.
Interesting. So what were those reasons that changed your mind on that?
Sometimes men get belligerent about it, about being rejected. Like sometimes they get belligerent about it or just demanding about it in a way that's, to me, not something a woman should have to put up with. And then the other thing that's happened is that it has occurred to me that it's actually easier for the man to get rejected over a text. I mean, I'm a child of the age. I'm Gen Xer, right? So I'm just like, the phone, talk to people. Right? Like I still don't understand that people have a conversation, quote unquote, on text, right? Like that to me is not a conversation. But I'm aware that a lot of people really do voice to text on their texts. Yeah. And to them, a texting is a conversation. Yeah. But it is a conversation where you don't have to show your emotional reaction. So for a man to not have to show that he's hurt or embarrassed or scared or just disappointed could actually be an advantage to him too, which it just hadn't occurred to me. Because I was only thinking about the part where it's the braver thing to do it in person. It's the more humane thing to do it voice to voice. But I just don't think that anymore. Plus, we're just doing so much communication, so much volume now. It's just too much work, really.
It's too much work.
Hold yourself to that level of intimacy with everyone you meet.
But you still suggest doing like a voice text, or you're cool with like just a text?
I I still think the more humanity you can put into it, the better karma you're going to have. Like, I really do believe that. But if you had one date or one video, if you barely know the person, you don't owe them anything, a text is fine.
Yeah, I like it, but not ghosting. You still think a text
Correct.
is
That's where I
required.
draw the line, because you need to say something, and you don't just need to say something to be courteous and kind to others so that you can expect the same in return. You need it for yourself. You need the energetic closure of saying that's a no, thank you, and registering that into your subconscious that that's a no for you. So it's just as important for you to close out open items, right? Just like keeping your computer running, right? Like, close the tabs down. You don't want all your tabs open at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not effective.
I was looking for a metaphor there. I couldn't find one. But
that's a metaphor.
All your tabs open at one point.
Okay, an orgy is a good metaphor. I know this is how you think. You can also have so many people at an orgy having a good time with in the same whatever.
Yeah, I need closure.
Me in the comments if you think orgies should be unlimited in number. Okay, back to you.
I love that. And it's so funny that you said this, because this morning, this exact thing happened to me where I was doing the whole, I didn't know this guy. I'm like, do I ghost him? And just to give it a little context, we spoke last night for the first time, and he was like, he had another call coming through from his attorney or something. And he asked if he could call me back. And I said, or he was like, I'm not going to take the call. And I said, please take it. Just call me back after. I never heard from him again. And then this morning, I get a text. Hey, it's so-and-so from the app. So nope, there was no sorry. I was on the phone till 7. That's it. And I'm like, okay, first, there's so many things in there. First of all, 7. Are you going to bed? I don't even know what happened there. I was on the phone till 7. Okay, is there more? There was no sorry. There was just nothing, And I thought this text should have come last night.
Right.
When it at 7:05. Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I hesitated this morning. I was just going to let it go, just ghost him. And then I can't. I'm in that phase.
You were going to have to face me.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say something.
Be the change you wish to see, right? You can't demand it from the world if you don't do it.
And and if anything, maybe he took it and went, yeah, I probably should have texted her last night. Because I did say, this text would have made sense last night. But it doesn't make sense to me today. So I'm going to pass on you, sir. Just not a match. Because that just shows me how that's going to be in the future. He's already showing me, right? Like, there's not communication. There was no concern. And there was no excitement. I want the person who hangs up with the other guy and can't wait to call me back. Right? That's what I want.
Great. I would coach a very nice goodbye, though. I would not suggest any unsolicited coaching to men unless it's an I statement. Like,
about yourself.
Would coach you to be kind of be like, wow, I'm surprised to hear from you. Honestly, I thought you were going to call me right back. I'm guessing this isn't really feeling like a match to you, and I'm in agreement. Right. So that's the kind of answer so that you're not sounding like a
aggressive and
right.
Annoyed.
You're not. And then he can be like, oh, women are jerks. No, she had a reaction to the thing you did. It sent a message. And now you're keeping your dignity by saying, listen, this is what I'm observing. I statement. I felt surprised you didn't call back last night. I'm guessing that's an indication of, less enthusiasm. And I agree. We're not a romantic match, but I wish you the best of luck, and send him off ashamed, not annoyed or defensive.
Right? Well, shoot, let me see if I can unsend this real quick.
See,
I wish I could.
Very particular about how I think we should be texting these potential.
Darn it! I should have waited. And done it with you. That would have been fun.
I also think that I would give a guy a second chance the first time they mess up. I'm all for giving a guy a second chance and just being like, hey, this was my experience. What do you think? Where are you at? And letting them rise to the occasion, because often they have to be snapped out of their self-centeredness.
Yes,
that's true. Be. So I like to give a guy at least one more chance after they do their first mess up.
Yeah. And usually I do. I almost give too many chances sometimes. Right. I think
that's another pitfall.
But there was, But there was little things in the conversation, like he was very adamant to make sure I knew that he never messages a woman first or swipes first on the app. Like he waits till they do it. And again, I'm looking for the chivalrous gentleman who is going to make me feel feminine, and he's going to take the lead on everything. So I'm already knowing that. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, he was probably
Right.
waiting for me to call him back last night is what it was. That's probably why he never
Right.
reached out.
Or he knew he couldn't make it with you. And so
Yeah.
like he already knew. So calling you back was not going to be a win for him.
Wah wah.
Okay.
Look,
Great case study. What's next?
what's next? All right, let's move it on. So you talk about integrity. We are just kind of talking about that. Teaching integrity is everything, right? So how does the lack of integrity show up in someone's dating life? And what are some simple signs or things they can do to get that back in alignment?
Oh, it's such a big question.
It is.
I teach something called the Handel Method, as you mentioned. We have a definition of personal integrity. Personal integrity is personal. It's not a universal moral code. It's your own highest ideals. So you have personal integrity when your own highest ideals, aka your dreams, aka your heart's knowing, aligns with your thinking and planning, aligns with your actions. So when your heart or your ideals align with your thinking and planning, align with your actions. That is what personal integrity is. So if you believe in being kind and considerate, no matter what they do, you still be kind and considerate because that's your ideal, your plan, and your action. If you also believe that you should never in any way be abused or you should never in any way be taken for granted, it would also be in alignment with your personal integrity to speak up the moment something happens that does not sit well with you. Those are both very common ways in which personal integrity or a lack thereof shows up in a relationship. So we act in ways we don't believe in. We act ways we are not proud of, like we're cold or we're mean or we ghost or we just drop a thread or we, on the other side, accept too much of someone else's bad behavior. So there's a whole continuum. Some women are on this side, some women are on that side, but both I would consider to be out of personal integrity. So if you want to bring yourself back into personal integrity, you need to have your own personal laws. For example, one of the laws I give all my clients is you only get 3 dates to decide whether or not a person is right for you.
Interesting.
And there's a whole bunch of stuff I make you do so that you can figure out if the person is right for you or not. You don't get to put 7, 8, 9 dates in because then you're invested and you're going to stay even if they're not right for you.
Yeah.
So you put in certain rules for yourself. So for some people, it might be, I won't sleep with him until we're monogamous, or I won't have a date outside of public until I'm ready to sleep with him. Or I won't have sex unless we both have STI tests and do it together. Or I won't have sex until we've had these 4 conversations. Or I'm never gonna date another alcoholic again, for example. Right.
Yeah.
So you make certain laws
boundaries
for yourself. Yeah, and those laws become your highest ideal, like the thing you know in your heart of hearts protects you and keeps you tethered to your dream. And then you plan accordingly and think accordingly. And then you act accordingly and you have your friends or your coach or your buddies. I have a group of women who work together that I coach all at the same time. They hold each other to account. If they see someone go like, can I fudge that rule? Can I maybe make an exception? No. Remember why we're here. It's because you fudged it before and you know how it goes. Did that answer the question?
Yes, it did. And so let me ask you this, because I'm going to just touch base on that. So if you're at your third date, this part really stuck out to me.
Yeah.
If you're at your third date at the end of it and you like a lot of things about him, it might be the 80-20, right? There's just a little bit. Do you suggest they move forward, or if they're on the fence, is that considered a no? Because you should know.
Okay. The method of the three date strategy method only works if you are also doing the 3H method. Okay. Which is you have your criteria, your head, your heart, and your hoo-ha. Your head, what's practical, your heart, how it feels, and your hoo-ha, what turns you on.
Okay.
All of those criteria need to be met at a level of 8 or above. Okay. That is the criteria to get a date for. So I don't know is a 6.5. So if you're like, I don't know if I'm attracted to him, that's a 6.5. If you're like, I don't know if our lives would work together, that's a 6.5.
Mhm.
I don't know how I feel about him. I'm not sure I trust him. That's a 6.5. We're operating under the assumption that if you do the things I say to do in the first 3 dates and you have a video chat first,
Okay.
then there is a chance you could have enough information and enough closeness and intimacy that you would know by end of date 3, is this person an 8 or above on all 3 H's? Now, someone can be an 8 or above temporarily, and then their true colors come out at 7 months, right? So I'm
Yeah.
not saying someone stays at
Yeah.
an 8 or above forever, but if you're following my policy, you're going to know so much about this person. And this is if you're casual dating, let me just say this. If you're just casually dating for
Yeah.
fun and learning and
Mhm.
growth, the
Mhm.
criteria are teeny. There's a few criteria, like okay
Yeah.
with casual, turns me on, is good in bed, gets it that I'm not committing, is fun
Yeah.
to be with, pays for dinner, right? Like it's not a million criteria. It's easy to
Boom.
get to an 8 or above, right? But if
Yeah.
you're looking for long term, I can't have you wasting your time. Dating
Yeah.
fatigue is real. And I just can't have you wasting time investing in a 6.5 that's probably not ever going to get to an 8 or above, and already should have gotten to an 8 or above if you're following my rubric in the first 3 days.
Yes.
If they were your person. And if they're
Okay.
not your person, we want to get them moving out before they get
We can find
attached.
the
And
person.
yeah,
Yes.
so you can keep the job open.
Yeah. Interesting. And I've
Did that
kind of
answer
found
that?
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're
I go on
answering
a
it all
tangent and then I'm
in some way or another. There's
yeah.
tidbits in there. But yeah, it's been interesting just on my side for dating, kind of figuring out, I was thinking I want long-term relationship, and I'm kind of learning right now, I don't think I do. And
You don't need to.
I don't need to. And I am really enjoying, I've got a lot of hands in different pots right now. And that's very fulfilling and overwhelming. And I have my girlfriends, yes, included right here. You know what I mean? That is fulfilling me way more than I thought
I
it
honestly
would.
think it should be required. Like, I think a gap
Yeah.
year should be required in college. I think a gap
Gap year.
5 years should be required after
Yeah.
divorce to see the world. Come on.
Yes.
Why would you? The only
Why?
reason
I
you wouldn't is
know.
because you're just too scared that you're going to die alone, right? But if you
Yeah.
can get over that, you want to taste all the flavors. Come on.
And I'm a tasted.
You're going to find your person, and then that's it.
Yes.
So
That's
this
it.
is your time.
It's taken the pressure off, Lori. Let me just tell you, in
Yes.
the
And
last
then
few
men
weeks,
want you so much more, by
so
the way.
much more. And I'm just like, yeah, it feels so nice. Just there's no pressure of it. That the guy, I'm hanging out with a couple guys, and one of them in particular, we're so open and just like, we've had these great conversations and we have a blast together, but there's no pressure. I'm not stressing. Oh, I haven't heard from him. I'm shocked. It's like, and that's what's making me go, you know what? Here I am. I keep saying I want a long term, and maybe I'm not ready for that. I'm ready for where I'm at right now, and I'm loving that.
I wish we were more accepting and positive about that.
Yeah.
We are not casual positive.
No.
Maybe we should start a movement. Casual positive.
We should. Casual positive, because I think what scares us with that, well, I'll speak for myself, is, I'm not a big like sex right away girl. And so I've always been like, as soon as they start mentioning it, I'm standoffish. Even this particular guy that I'm hanging out with, we talked about like, I was like, yeah, I'm not into hookups. Like I felt the need to be saying this up front. And then I said, I'm not into hookups and one night stands. And he actually said, I think a one night stand's okay. And I paused and I was like, I was so turned off by that. And I came back to him and I said, you were doing so well. And
Honesty.
I know. And we joke about it now because it's been like a month and a half or something, and we're having a great time. And he just said, see, what if we had not even started? Because you were thinking this was going to be a one night stand. You never know what it can turn into. Right? Here I am.
Okay.
Hooking up.
You are having fun. Hooking up.
Hooking up. All right, back to what we were talking about. So for anyone who's not fully familiar with your Handel method, right? And we need a refresher. Can you just give us a little brief explanation so they know what we're talking about here as we go on?
Sure. Yeah. So the Handel method is actually a comprehensive method of coaching that was developed at MIT and Stanford and taught for the last 20 years in higher ed, in companies and corporations, and with thousands and thousands of individuals. I used to run the life coaching division of the company. So this is a very robust method. It takes me a year to teach it to people, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try to summarize it here. But essentially, it has the answer to anything, right? If you have a
Wow.
dream and you have an obstacle, the Handel method has an answer to how to get you to that dream.
Okay.
The 3H method is one of the, let's call it 100 different tools, methodology, strategies of the Handel method, where you analyze not just your love life, but you could be analyzing somebody you want to hire, a job you want to take, a home
Mhm.
you want to buy, head, heart, and hoo-ha. Right? There's always what's practical, how does it feel, and does it turn you on? And so that's
Yeah.
just one of the principles. But I would say sort of the foundation of the Handel method has to do with visioning, that personal integrity,
Mhm.
right? What's the vision? What's the highest ideal? Then is your thinking and planning aligned? And so unlike therapists, we actually argue with your thinking to align it to
Okay.
your ideals. And oftentimes I have to argue a lot with daters to think right
Yeah.
about it. And then your
Okay.
actions. Are you taking the appropriate actions or not? Are you doing or not doing what you should be doing or not doing? If
Yeah.
that ideal is really important to you and you want to live in accordance with it. So that personal integrity
Cool.
formula is sort of the foundation of the Handel method, and where we continue
Yeah.
to return to if somebody isn't feeling really effing excited about their lives.
Yeah, I love this. I want to look more into it because I've not really dove deep
Oh,
into it. And it
it's,
sounds like there's just
yeah,
so much
so
involved
much.
with it. I love that. And it's also the Handel method is really rooted in like radical personal responsibility,
Mm.
right? So let me ask this, what's one sneaky way people tend to avoid responsibility in relationships? And they often don't even
Just
realize that they're
one.
doing it. Just one. Just give us one.
I mean,
They
I
don't know they're doing
honestly,
it
if you watched my TEDx talk, you know I'm into all the ways we lie. Like human beings just lie. We lie, we lie, we lie.
for no
Babies lie.
reason. For no
Babies
reason.
cry to get attention. They did a study that pigeons will actually lie. Like in a scientific study where they would
Oh
get a
my
cookie for
gosh.
one thing and no cookie for the other thing, they would pretend the thing to get the cookie.
Yeah.
Right? It's the
Yeah.
same as us, right? We're like, "Oh yeah, I ate my vegetables."
Yeah.
Totally. I did.
Yes.
Right? Like, where's my cookie? I took you out to dinner. Where's my
That's
sex?
right.
It's like,
Where's
so
my
we are
cookie?
we really have no integrity when it comes to telling the truth, but we all
Yeah.
do it in different ways. But that
Mhm.
was not my point. Hold on, let me see
Okay.
if my menopause brain can go back to what my point was. Okay. So I always hate it when people say, but really we're lying to ourselves,
Yeah.
Lori. I mean, we're lying to ourselves. And I'm like, yes, that's
But
true too. But also you're lying to other people. But it's
yes.
true. We are lying to ourselves. And that's one of the ways I mean, I caught
I
myself lying several times today, like because I'm so stressed out about moving. I'm like,
yeah.
I have to plan 15 play dates for my daughter before we go. It's 12, right? It's
It's
not
12.
15. It's
I
12.
mean,
It
12's a
might even be
lot.
11 if I'm being honest, right? But again, I always pad it by 30%, whatever it is.
Yes. And why?
I,
Why do we do that? That's exactly the example I thought of when you said it. I'm like, I do that all the time. If I'm like, oh yeah, I had 3 important calls today when I only had 2.
right?
Why? Because we're
We
trying to make
pad by
ourselves feel
20 to
better, look
40%.
better.
Yes, to
Yeah.
manipulate something, right? To either get
Yes.
our cookie, to get our dessert, our nap, our day off, our porn, whatever, or to manipulate someone else to think
Yeah.
we're
Or
impressive or tired or we should get to go to
that's
bed
it.
and not have sex. We're constantly manipulating ourselves and others
That's a good
based on
one.
really
Oh,
bratty basic shit like we want to eat, we want to watch Netflix, we want to scroll, we want to get out of sex or get sex. Like we're just
yeah.
very basic
It's as simple as saying,
animals.
I've got a headache when we don't. Animal.
Right, right. There's so many ways we lie. So I would
Yes.
say that's the biggest way I think we avoid responsibility is lying to ourselves and others.
So good. All right, let's talk about dream writing. I'm excited to hear about this. It's such a powerful tool in the Handel method that you talk about. So, what's a
Yes.
common mistake that people make when they're
Mm.
writing their dream for their love life, and how do you help shift
Oh,
them?
such a detailed, specific question that I happen to have answered 1,000 times with my clients because nobody
Yeah,
gets it right to begin with.
I love it.
So let me just back up and say, writing a dream, I don't know if your people know about manifesting or the law of attraction. Do they know? Do
Yeah,
your
yeah,
listeners know?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, in order to have what you want, you have to vibrate consistent with it. You have to feel it. You have to know
Hmm.
what it feels like. You have to recognize it when it happens to you. You have to get to know the dream, right? So, the
Hmm.
very basic first thing we do is have you try to articulate it.
Okay.
Usually, what people do when they go to articulate what's the dream is they write a list of what they don't want. I don't want a man who cheats. I don't want a man who lies. I don't want a man who withholds his feelings. Then we're like,
Yeah,
okay, say what you do want, right? Just
yeah.
try, right? Like just try to imagine the guy you do want, not keep imagining the guy you don't want, because the more you imagine the guy you don't want, guess what you attract?
He's going to come. Yeah.
Right. So imagine the guy you do want. So then it becomes a demand list of God. I want this, I want this, I want tall, I want dark, I want handsome, I want a successful, educated. And then I'm like, oh my God, this is like, no, still not it. Still not it. Because God doesn't look favorably upon a demand list like that. What God looks favorably upon is when you experience the feeling of the wish fulfilled, when you have faith, when you trust, when you believe, when you know how it feels. That is what God, or the powers that be, whatever you want to call it, the forces of nature, we could call it many things, universal life force, it responds to what you are resonating. It responds to what you're vibrating. It responds to what you're broadcasting about what you believe is possible and what you want, right? What you want to feel. I feel held. I feel loved. I'm so excited. We love talking about everything together. Our dates are so fun and adventurous, whether we're at an escape room or visiting his mom. I just feel so comfortable, so adored, and so excited about our future together. Oh, that's what you want? Cool.
So that's more your list when you're saying the things that you want in a man. It's the things that you want to feel.
Right. Because guess who's in charge of that? You. Right? Yes. The man is actually not in charge of making you feel that way. You're in charge of making you feel that way. And then guess who appears when you feel that way?
Ooh,
people
I like
who vibrate similarly, right? People who are into that and looking for someone who's looking for that. That's how the law of attraction works.
Okay. I'm going to start writing
I gave you at least 3 mistakes that people make in writing their dreams about love.
Yes. And I love that because I'm in that where I write that. I think of that when somebody's like, well, what is it that you want in a man? I immediately go to, well, I want him to be tall. I want him to be dark, handsome,
we know, penis
funny,
size.
kind, penis, good sized penis. Yeah.
I feel I am delighted. I am held. I feel joyful. I'm laughing.
Can I say I'm feeling the penis?
I love the sex is fine. I love the sex.
Okay. I don't need to be
so
specific.
How many lesbians do fine without a penis? You don't need a particular
I think
penis.
I would be fine without a penis. I really think I would. I think
so drop it. Drop it. It's not about the penis size, guys. I swear. Okay.
I know we've mentioned this before. All right. So you are married and you've used this Handel method. You actually mentioned after a near divorce experience, you started using it, right? So what's something about your marriage people might be surprised to learn?
Oh my God. We're so nerdy.
A good one.
We're so nerdy.
Wait, how long have you been married?
28. So what is it? 25?
Wow. 27, 26, 27 years. Yeah.
We just had our 27th anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, I think people might already know this about us, but we are so nerdy in our structure, like our structures and our rituals. We are just
okay.
So we have a morning meeting and an evening meeting, and in the morning
Shut
meeting,
up.
this is what we do. This is hygiene, right? You know how you brush your teeth? We brush our marriage. Okay.
Okay.
So we like to keep it clean, right? So in the morning, we just talk about our feelings, just feelings, like scared about my day, upset about my day, didn't sleep well, my stomach hurts. Yeah. I can't believe I had this meeting. We have too much on it's just feelings.
Yes. Okay.
We call it a feelings party. That's the morning meeting.
Aww.
And then
how long is that? Wait, how long is the morning?
That's 30 minutes. And I'm jogging and he's on a bike. So we're also exercising because we believe in getting it all done.
Okay.
We like multitasking.
Okay. And you're just talking while you're doing it. Okay.
We're just talking. Yeah. I mean, I don't care about going fast.
Yeah.
So in the evening, we have designed questions that each of us answers. And we each have different questions that we answer. And the questions that we answer are based on 2 things. Number 1, what we're working on.
Okay.
So I'm working on not being a snarky bitch at the end. Isn't that nice? So at the end of the day, I have to report on, was I a snarky bitch? And what were I have to catch myself and apologize for when I was a snarky bitch, for example.
Okay. Do you always have to find something? Do you always have to find an example?
No, I don't. But I have to look and think and deal with that liability of mine. Okay. Okay. The other thing we do is every year on our anniversary, we recreate our marriage vows. So we just decide again what we make up new promises to promise each other. Like I promise to expand my capacity for pleasure. I promise to, live in my dreams fulfilled. Right. I promise to master self-care. So things like that. So then we
Okay.
report on those. Like, how are we doing on our promises that we made? We talk about our
Okay.
successes for the day. We talk about what we're manifesting. And then there's a couple other questions. Like for my husband, he has to talk about when he's going to be drinking his alcohol because he has a limited amount of alcohol he drinks, because I do not like when he drinks. And so
Okay.
he tells me his alcohol plan and we align on that.
Yeah.
And then we say goodnight. People might not know we sleep in separate rooms. In fact, on separate
Oh.
floors. And I love it.
Wait. Okay. Wait, I got to dive into the tongue is out in the word love. I mean, she
Best
is
thing
on
ever
it with
happened
this
to me.
phrase right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, I've got questions. Okay, so I want to go back to the morning thing. Okay, so you're doing just a 30-minute thing, and do you guys wake up and you're kind of like, is it like a set time every day? Or, so it's part of your schedule, your routine. Yeah.
It's in our calendars. Yes. And when the kid is in school, we do it right after we drop off the kid. And when the
Okay.
kid is not in school, we just have a time that we
The
always
kid.
go. Yeah. The kid.
Okay. Okay. And so then in the evenings, do you rearrange it around whatever your plans are for the
We
evenings? Or
have
again,
a
it's
general rubric. We are very scheduled
Yeah.
people because we have
Okay.
so many dreams and we want to get them all done. So dinner's always
Yeah.
at 6:30, and my time with my
Okay.
kid is always at 7, and bedtime's always at, so it's pretty
Yeah.
easy to be like, okay, 8:30 is our time. But we're not
Okay.
robotic about it. Like it's
Yeah.
not like, because we know we're going to do
Okay.
it, right? Like we're going to fit it
Okay.
in at some point. So it's not,
Okay.
yeah.
Moving on
It's
to
not-
the separate rooms, because this is
Yeah.
becoming quite a thing lately. I've heard this multiple times, right? Of people sleeping in separate rooms because, well, let me ask, how long have you been doing that?
I don't remember. At least 10 years. At least 10 years.
At least 10 years. So how does sex
Well,
work?
let's see. The baby is now almost 11. Did we sleep together? I think
So
we did
there
sleep
is
together when
sex?
she was first born. So there was sex. There is regular sex. We also schedule that because we have a 10-year-old running around.
Okay.
Like you can't just, and I go to bed at 9, right? Like I go to bed before her. So it's in the morning. So we schedule it because we both have really packed mornings.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, we schedule that
Killing
too.
me.
But so that's how
Okay.
the sex works. But so I think
Yeah.
it's maybe been more like 8 or 9 years. I think once we got the baby sleeping through the night, that's probably when it was like, oh my God, sleep is so important.
Yeah.
He snores. I sleep on a different schedule. I'm menopausal. I need it for like, we need different temperature. Like it just makes sense. And I'm so sensitive. I love being alone. It's like the only way for me to find peace is to be alone. So it works great.
This is fascinating to me.
We have conjugal visits. We have dates. Yes. He comes to my place.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. So in the mornings, he comes to your floor, right? To find you.
I mean, we could get a little more creative from time to time, but generally that's the scene.
And this works for you guys. Like how many times a week do you guys have sex?
We are 2 a week family.
Okay.
We're a 2 times a week family. And it's the best it's ever been. I don't know what to tell you. Communication works, love works, trust works, trying shit works, lubes work. I know you don't believe in lube, but I really do.
Although I will say the other day my hormone patch fell off and I felt like I needed lube that one day. I was like, can that happen in one day? Oof. I didn't even know I needed it that bad, but apparently
I don't even want to talk about need. What's not to like? That's like, do you want a piece of fish with butter on it or dry? Like, do you want your steak with any seasoning, or you just want it? Boom.
I'm a pretty basic girl. I'm not very
like
saucy.
throw it on the grill.
Yeah,
I don't want to marinade. I
like
marinade.
the meat.
I just want the meat, no marinade. So you eat a salad with no dressing? You do, don't you?
No, I don't. But in all honesty, because I just got on the hormone patch recently, that's not been one of my issues ever of having vaginal dryness. I haven't had that. So it's never been an issue for me.
I'm just like, why do I even care about how dry or wet my pussy is? If I can slap some olive oil on it, it's going to feel fabulous no matter what. Like, why would I?
That's true, except when it becomes like a slip and slide. And I'm like, whoa, because if I'm already super wet and then I'm putting that on, I mean, every time he's trying to get in there.
I'm not on hormones. So I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe there's such a thing as too slippery. I have not experienced too slippery.
Okay, so that's the thing. All right.
To each her own.
To each her own, yes. And that also
Yes.
applies to, I'll just touch on the sleeping in separate rooms. We are making light of it, or I am making light of it, but it works for you guys. So that's really cool.
Oh, I
I
don't
mean,
prescribe
yeah,
it. I
yeah,
just permit it. Right? Like I
you
don't
permit it
prescribe it.
because you
I
know
just
it might save a marriage,
it could save a
right?
marriage and it saves sleep. I mean, to me, as
Yeah,
we get older, we just need to sleep. We need to sleep to think. We need to sleep to eat properly. We need to sleep to
yeah,
reduce stress. We need to sleep to heal. We need to sleep to stay healthy. Like we need to sleep
yeah,
so badly and we're so not good at it. So why
yeah.
add an
But you don't miss
additional
cuddling? You don't miss snuggling and cuddling, or have you never been about I don't see you as someone that's like,
yeah,
spoon
I
me.
don't think I don't think I'm a cuddler. But again,
I think you'd be a good spoon.
if you are a cuddler, more power to you. Please do. Please do. And please
All
find
right, I'm
someone who likes
moving
to
on.
cuddle.
I'm
Like,
never
don't
going
end
to
up
make
with
my
someone who
time
doesn't
frame I
want
want
to
to share.
cuddle if you love to cuddle.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
so
true.
I
Okay.
don't miss the physical closeness. I don't. I don't.
Oh, okay. That's okay. All right. So you've helped people move through divorce, heartbreak, and dating fatigue, we'll call it. What's the first thing you kind of suggest when someone comes to you and they're just feeling stuck or hopeless? Just give us like a quick thing you suggest.
I mean, I wish it was quick. I
Yeah,
take
it's
them through
not.
the 34 obstacles to finding healthy love and we assess what their 10 or 20 are and then we get to work on those. So
Wow.
the only quick fix is articulating a dream properly like I said to you
Okay.
because that just
Yeah.
raises your frequency immediately. You could have some instant magic from that, from just like
Mm,
getting real and truthful about your dream if you're
I
looking for
see
that,
that.
for the quick first fix. But
Mm-hmm.
after you articulate that, what usually shows up is the obstacles, right? Like is what's in the
Mm-hmm.
way. And some
Mm-hmm.
of those are easy to dismiss and easy to,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, dismantle or debunk, but some of them are harder. So if you
Yeah.
have some trauma in your history or you have an unresolved thing with an ex or a health condition, those are harder to get resolved so that you can
Okay.
believe in love again.
Hmm. Okay. So, in your
Hmm.
opinion, what are the hidden superpowers that people in midlife, we're just going to go with midlife, people often bring to dating
Yeah.
that they might not even see as strengths? Some people have so many good strengths, they don't even know that's their superpower.
I mean, I'm really leaning into giving less fucks being a strength because,
Yeah.
and I do think it's inevitable as we get closer to our death and we watch our parents age and die
Yeah.
and our kids leave home or grow up or
Yeah.
become independent. There's no way we're not like, oh, wait, it really is finite. I mean,
Yeah.
until my dad died recently and until he died, I really thought we were all living forever. I was
I
living in
know.
that fantasy. And then the
Yeah.
minute that fantasy is busted and you go through menopause, you're like,
Like,
oh, wait a second. This is
yeah.
not the dress rehearsal. This is real. And
It's
so
really
I
happening.
can't keep saying yes to things I don't agree with. And I think
Yeah.
that is one of the hidden fabulous superpowers of all genders in dating midlife
Mhm.
because what if we don't have to pretend to snag a husband? Or what if we don't have to
Right.
pretend to snag a wife so we can have a family or have a plus one or whatever? We really could just be ourselves and see which freak goes with which freak.
I love it. I love
Boom.
it. It's so good. It's so true. I love not giving a fuck. It's not easy to do. I'll say that. If you're used to doing it, to giving a fuck all the time, and now you have to not, it takes time. It takes practice because it's very unsettling, right? It just makes you feel, it makes me
Yep.
feel like something is incomplete. Like me, if I had tried to ghost that guy today, I'd be stressing over it all day. Like it just felt incomplete to me. Like I have to say
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
that's how it
Yeah.
would feel.
Yeah.
Ah,
You
so
and
you,
you do have to retrain whoever has been
yeah,
trained that you're going to accommodate them. If you're not going to accommodate them anymore, they need to be retrained. So it isn't just
that
as
sucks
simple
for
as like
them.
stop doing it, right? You have to talk.
Yeah,
Like tonight I'm trying to get out of going to my friend's birthday party and I
yeah,
can't just blow it off, right? I have to actually talk to her and see how she feels and like take care of it
yeah.
emotionally. I can't just blow it off.
Not go. All
Yeah,
right. Well, you've been in the coaching space for over 2 decades, as we've mentioned.
true.
Tell us, do you have any fun transformation story, personal
Fun.
or client based, whatever you can share, that still sticks with you or reminds you of why you love doing this work?
Should I go for fun or transformational? Which would you prefer? Or would you
I
like
like
one of
fun.
each?
Yeah, one of
I
each.
mean,
One of each.
yeah, I'll do one of each. So, I mean, one
Yeah.
of my favorite stories is just I used to do these courses where 8 or 10 people would sit around in a circle on couches in my living room and we would go through every secret lie, haunting, like all of your past traumas together, right? We would
Wow.
just like go
Wow.
one after the other, like we're just, and we just would process everybody's stuff. And we did it in a group. I mean, I do it privately all the time, but I would do it in a group sometimes because it would be so nice for people to hear other people's, and sort of like when someone else was on the spot, it would be less pressure on the person listening, but there were so many commonalities. So it was very catalytic and exponential because of the group dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, at the beginning of the 2-day workshop, I'd be like, okay, who has herpes? And one person would bravely raise their hand and talk about what it was like to have herpes. And then by the end of day 2, I would go around and be like, does anybody want to share anything? We're closing out the day. What's coming up for people? Anybody want, this is a safe space. You can say anything. And then one or two other people would be like, I also have herpes.
So they were afraid initially, but they've let it out now.
Hold on, day 2. In the morning, I just have to confess, I also have, like, a fourth person would, and then by the end, it would be like 5 out of 10, 5 out of 8, 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I just attract people with herpes, but it just was
kind of nice.
So, I mean, it was so cute.
It's
and
so funny.
I mean, I loved that everybody could be like, oh, this is not my own little private secret hell. This is like half the population's private secret hell. Yeah. But also just like that it took different amounts of time for people to feel comfortable saying it. And that was a fun story. And then more of that was actually transformational.
That's also transformation. Yeah.
One of the most fun things I do is determine what of the 34 obstacles each person has, and then we knock them down, right? And each obstacle we knock down is either education, right? Like sometimes I just need to educate you. How do you pick a dating site? How do you move along a conversation? How do you say no in a nice way? How do you, like, some of it is very skills based, but some of it is very deep. So if you're actually good at getting dates, but the guys always turn out to be jerks, there's probably unresolved shit from your childhood. And I had one of my specialties is women who have done a lot of personal growth work. I really like that. I am a woman who's done a lot of personal growth work. So I love when women come to me and they're like, I've done all this work and I still don't love myself, or I've done all this work and I still don't attract the kind of guy that I want. What's up? And I'm just thinking of this one woman where we finally got to go back to sexual abuse. I hate for this to be my example because it really is such an extreme case, but she was able to rethink and reconceive that very upsetting experience she had as a young person in a way that had her finally click into, oh my gosh, I actually deserve to be loved. I am the author of my life. I get to say who comes in and out of me, and I deserve something different than I've been choosing.
Yeah.
And since and it really was like that stone had not been overturned, right? Like she had overturned many stones. She was an amazing woman, like peak of health, saunas, ice chambers, physical rigor, psychedelics, therapy, up the wazoo, transformational courses, yoga, meditation, like all of the things. But nobody had ever gone in and really just gone like, what is that thing doing to you? Like, what is that memory doing to you? Yeah. And as soon as that memory shifted, she just picked a really nice guy. And he just stuck around and fought for her. And eventually, a year later, she was like, okay, I'll take a nice guy. Fine. I submit.
I know.
So
I love that.
That made me happy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so rewarding for you too, to see that transformation of her. It's really, really cool. So I know you believe in designing your life consciously. If someone was listening today, we're going to wrap this up. Someone's listening today, they're just going through the motions of love or life in general. Tell me like a wake-up call or some kind of truth bomb that you'd want them to hear, that you're like, you need to know this. Give us a truth bomb.
Nobody's coming to save you. Even if your parents apologize for everything they did wrong, you're going to be even more fucked if they do, because then everything's going to be on you to change. You better hope your parents don't ever apologize to you. But it's really true. No one's coming.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this podcast, if you made it this far into this podcast, you're someone who already knows there's nobody coming. It's you. Yeah. You're the hero in the story, the heroine in the story. And you got to save yourself. And it starts with telling the truth and getting in touch with your dreams and forgiving yourself for all the years you didn't.
Yeah. Great advice. That's a good truth bomb. I love it. Boom. Love it.
Boom.
Oh my gosh, Lori. Okay, this has been so amazing. Tell everybody, we're going to do a little 10 question fast round real quick after this, but I want you to tell everybody where they can find you. Tell them all your good stuff.
Okay, it's very simple. LoriGerber.com. LAURIEGERBER.com. Everything is there. If you go to LoriGerber.com, you'll see the quiz, just find out your obstacles at the top. And then you'll see you can sign up for a private coaching consultation to see if you want to hire me privately. And you'll see my free webinar where you can do an hour to dive into the 3 H's and figure out what your criteria are.
There's so much to do this.
Do it.
I haven't done that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do
you can do it, honey. You should
learn.
You should do that. You definitely should. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
What does that mean? I don't know.
No, because it's free and it's good. And you're obviously curious. Yes.
And I love all the 3 of those things you just said. Free, good, and curious. So it's awesome. Yeah. All right. 10 question fast round with Lori Gerber. This is so easy. It's kind of like your first thought.
I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. Nervy. Okay, number 1.
I tell the truth. Easy. So whatever you ask me, I have to tell it honestly.
Oh, well, I should have gone with better questions.
You should. I'll come back.
All right, number 1, coffee or tea?
Mushroom coffee. Thought. I'm addicted.
Mushroom coffee. Interesting.
I'm addicted.
All right. Number 2, what's your favorite guilty pleasure on TV?
Oh my God, I watch the dumbest sitcoms. I watch like Reba and Leanne and Modern Family, and I just
are what's keeping the Nielsen ratings up.
I'm sorry. Like I watch it on I don't watch it on. I don't have a real TV. I just watch it on the computer. But it's I can't think about anything serious when I'm relaxed.
Yeah,
it has
so
to
it's
be,
just like
it has to be dumb,
mindless stuff going in the back. That's right.
Mindless.
Okay.
Yes.
The emoji you use way too much.
I mean, can you use the laughing emoji too much? I do use the eggplant emoji, but not too much. I don't think I use any emojis too much.
No,
I think emojis are fucking
I do LOL
miracle.
Too much. I'd love to throw LOL on the end of everything.
Yes. Okay, fine. Maybe LOL. You're going to have to tell me what I use too much. I love all watching. My emojis. I mean them all.
Number 4, what's one word your friends would use to describe you? One word.
Zestful.
Ooh, good word.
I mean, they wouldn't use that word, but that's what they would mean.
That would mean. Number 5, your go-to karaoke song.
I've never done karaoke.
You've never done
karaoke, but I would imagine it would be a Journey song, is my guess.
Okay.
But I don't even know the song. I don't even know.
Oh my gosh.
Songs.
We're going to karaoke one day.
Sorry.
That's building into what we're going to do one day.
Yeah, something to put on the list for sure.
Number 6, what's a habit you secretly love about yourself?
That I put every fucking thing in my calendar. I mean,
I
people
would
think I'm crazy, but I love it. I'll show it to you.
I can't wait.
I can show it to you right now.
Show us.
I if there was not confidential information on there, I would share my screen right now. But I'll show you.
That's
after.
Right.
You will. Yeah. You'll be upset.
I'm gonna go. Oh my God. Yeah, Number 7. Bad. Last thing that made you laugh out loud.
You 2 seconds ago.
Number 8. If you weren't a coach, what would your dream job be?
Oh my God, funny. I once wanted to be a rabbi, but I think that a rabbi in its best version is a coach, right? Is a teacher.
Yeah.
So
you're doing it anyway.
I just wanted it to be like God inspired, but I couldn't really deal with what that all came with.
Yeah.
So here I am teaching.
Wow. All right. Rabbi Lori. Number 9, most used app on your phone.
I hate my phone. Instagram.
It's your enemy. Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
And number 10, what's one thing you know for sure about love? Know this in your deepest, deepest heart.
If you want it, it's possible.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you believe in the whole, if they wanted to, they would deal? I mean, it makes sense.
If a person wants to, they would.
Yes. Like you can say it so many times, right? Like when they're not calling you, you're like, well, if they wanted to, they would. Right? Like if they ghost you or they don't show up at
Yeah. There are some exceptions that possibly prove the rule.
Yeah.
because people are complicated. And,
Yes.
I think that I don't feel comfortable saying something universal like that.
Yeah.
I do feel
But
comfortable saying if you want love, it's possible. I
we'll
don't
stick with yours.
think, yeah, I'm not comfortable because it sounds too like it's sour
Finite.
grapes, or just
Yeah.
like they're not going to hurt me, it's sort of
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I
protective.
get
It
you.
sounds like a protective
It
thought.
does.
And
Oh, yeah,
it's,
because we throw that out there when we're trying to make ourselves feel better about it, right? About the situation that he didn't
yeah.
show up. Well, yeah, but if he wanted to, he would. Yeah, kind of thing. So
I
makes
mean,
sense.
it's not wrong to want to know the truth about people's intentions. It's just that
Yes.
sometimes people don't know the truth about their intentions. So for us to
Yeah.
guess is a little bit counterproductive. We should stay focused
Yeah.
on our intentions for the best results.
That's right. Save yourself. Love it. This was awesome, my friend. I love having you. Such great information. I love this Handel method. I got to dive deeper into this, find out a little bit more what it's about. I'm into your quiz. I'm going to go check out your free webinar. Everybody needs to do that. Go check it out at Lori
Yeah.
Gerber.
.com.
.com.
Dot
Woof,
com.
easy.
.com. Just
LoriGerber.com.
like back in the
LAURE.
day. Just
She's the
also
Gerber baby. That's it.
LoriGerber.com. It was still
LoriGerber.com.
available. Go figure.
So good.
Okay. So lucky.
Yeah, I've absolutely loved having you. You guys, I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. And just so you guys know, we have an even bigger treat coming for you down the road because Lori and I are part of this amazing new project we're doing. It is a menopause podcast called Menopause Love Lounge. And you are going to find both myself and Lori there, plus 4 of your other favorite previous guests that I've had on the show. And this is going to be a weekly thing because we want to welcome you guys to join us in the lounge. So that is coming soon. You will see a lot of that. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you can find me on any major streaming platform, and you can check me out on Instagram and TikTok or wherever you want at from.mrs.2.ms. You can email me at Andrea at from.mrs.2.ms.com. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great week. We'll see you next week. Say bye, Lori.
Bye, Lori.